Ugh. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach the Jedi Otaku. It's time to watch another episode of RWBY. RWBY. Why? Because I have to. Alright. Alright, this time we have Volume 4, Chapter 4, Family. So in the last chapter, we got to see Blake and Sun and have that awesome, crazy Chinese water dragon fight on the ocean top. It was so cool getting to see the differences between Sun and Blake's semblances. They both are able to create clones of some kind, but they seem like they are opposites of each other, whereas Sun's clones seem to be bright and full of energy, and Blake's clones tend to be shadow-like. Except for the one where it was a full-on shadow clone where it looked like her and it was used to throw her. Really cool stuff. Really awesome. I like the captain was pretty cool. I don't have much else to say other than this season volume is just crazy. I can't even tell you where things are going to go right now. I'll have to do a review at some point, but let's get into this. So, 16-minute episode, ready, play. Let's do this. The Compost King, as everyone's calling him, aka Ospin's reincarnation, maybe. Okay. Do you recognize yourself? The mirror? Is his hair turning white? His hair looks exactly like... You say hello?
Hello, I'm Professor Osborn.
It is Osborn! Oscar? No, don't do that! Come on! Oh, Yang. No. Interesting how he glowed. Oh, her arm's back. And you only got one arm. Are you gonna try and use it? You gonna use it? Her PTSD is crazy. And then Adam's red markings remind me of the glow that the Grimm have.
In comes Qrow, wearing a skirt. I was just a TA. I didn't know what to do, so I just left the room to laugh.
Yeah, we told him it was a kilt. He'd never worn a uniform before, so he... Terrible! What is wrong with you? Hey! The girls all said he had nice legs. I did that jerk a favor. Besides, that's not even the best part. See, then we...
Like what you see? Oh, Miss Xiaolong, please join us.
Yes. Pull up a chair. Please pull up a chair.
I'm good.
This is the most she's smiling.
Despite popular belief, teachers do have a life outside the classroom.
Professor Goodwitch is working round the clock to restore Beacon to its former glory. But Mistral wasn't built in a day, and we all need some rest from time to time.
Look, let's not worry about that right now. So, there we were, standing in the auditorium, looking at Qrow wearing a skirt. Then Oz tells everyone it's time to work on our landing strategy.
The Broadway twins have always been interesting, to say the least.
That sure didn't seem to stop young Ty.
Hey, come on, man. She's right here.
Oh, please. She's a mature young woman. If she can handle combat, she can handle a few jabs at her old man.
That's not the issue, Pete. And besides, she's still a teenager.
She is also in the room and can be directly spoken to. And I think I've been through enough to be considered an adult at this point.
I'd say so.
Adult or not, you still got a long way to go before you're ready for the real world.
Oh my gosh, does every father figure just have the same 3 condescending phrases?
Yeah, but we only use them when we mean it.
Is that so?
As a matter of fact, it is so. If you honestly think that you're ready to go out there on your own, well, I guess you lost some brain cells along with that arm.
Dude, you did not just do that.
You jerk!
Are we finally talking about the Goliath in the room?
Okay. Okay. I was concerned there for a minute.
Miss Shaola... Yang, if you don't mind me asking, why haven't you tried on the arm yet?
Oh, yes. A piece of Atlas technology being given out like that is rare indeed. Not to mention the effort it took to deliver it here. It seems a great many people want to see you return to normal.
I'm scared. Everyone keeps talking about me getting back to normal, and I appreciate it, but this is normal now. It's just taking me a while to get used to it.
Well, normal is what you make of it.
What is that supposed to mean? Do you want me to just pretend like nothing happened? I lost a part of me. A piece of me is gone, and it's never coming back.
You're right. It's not coming back. But that doesn't have to stop you from becoming who you want to be. You're Yang Xiao Long, my sunny little dragon. You can do whatever you put your mind to. So whenever you're ready to stop moping and get back out there, I'll be there for you.
He's thinking about Raven and Summer and about how he's lost them. He's lost pieces of himself.
Other emotion, it comes and goes. It's all in how you handle it. Why, even I find myself wrestling with that emotion from time to time.
Really? You?
He's afraid of mice.
Disease and famine! And don't even get me started on their tails. So hairless, simply unnatural.
Paul, I assure you, you're safe. There's no mice here right now.
Good night.
That was the realest moment of families I've ever seen on any kind of medium. This is the most honest
Maybe a while before we
version of family life
Still
I've
much
ever
work to be
seen.
done
It
in
is
this.
incredible.
I hesitate to ask, but is there any word from young Miss Rose?
Not yet.
Have you thought about going after her? Trying to bring her home?
I've got to look after some things.
Come on, guys! If we pick up the pace, we can hit the next town before sunset.
Assuming it's
Yang
still
feels
there.
bad about the fact that
Of course
Ty's
it'll be
there
there.
to watch
This
her
one's
instead of
supposed to
going
be
after
pretty
Ruby.
big. Bana,
Higan Bana. It's a well-protected village with a popular inn.
which means no camping in the rain. See?
We're going to find out
Everything's
more
gonna be
about
fine.
You know,
Ren
we've had a
and
lot of ups and downs, but things could
Nora's
be a lot
family.
worse. I really
Or
thought
John's
this was
family.
grim.
As did I.
Or is Qrow watching? Is Qrow watching?
Finally turning around to
To
Higginbottom.
Qrow. Grim. Qrow. Raven. So that is Raven.
Luck. Oh, I didn't.
From the woman upstairs. Red eyes. Said you wouldn't mind bottom shelf.
Raven.
Thanks.
But I went ahead and gave you top. Lucky you.
Qrow's my kind of guy.
Yeah.
Lucky me.
Hello, brother.
We're gonna end it there.
Raven. So, what do you want?
A girl can't just catch up with her family.
She can, but you're not. So how about we get on with it?
Not family?
Unless you plan on keeping these coming.
Does she have it?
Did you know Yang lost her arm?
That's not...
Rhetorical question. I know you know. It's just obnoxious that you'd bring up family and then carry on like your own daughter doesn't exist.
I saved her.
Once. Because that was your rule, right? Real Mom of the Year material, sis.
I told you Beacon would fall, and it did. I told you Ozpin would fail, and he has. Now you tell me, does Salem have it?
Salem.
I thought you weren't interested in all of that.
I just want to know what we are up against.
And which we are you referring to?
It's her alliance.
You should come back, Raven. The only way we beat her is by working together. All of us.
You're the one who left. The tribe raised us, and you turned
Tribe.
your back on them.
They were killers and thieves.
They were your family.
You have a very skewed perception of that word.
I lead our people now.
Our people?
And as leader, I will do everything in my power to ensure our survival.
I saw. The people of Shion saw too.
The weak die,
Shion?
the strong live. Those are the rules.
Well, you've certainly got someone strong on your side.
Is that the same village that Ren
We couldn't have
came
known
from?
the Grim would set in as quickly as they did.
I'm not talking about the Grim. And I'm not talking about you either.
If you don't know where the relic is, then we have nothing left to talk
The
about.
relic.
I don't know where the Spring Maiden is either. But if you do, I need you to tell me.
And why would I do that?
Because without her, we're all going to die.
Hmm.
And which we
are you referring to? Shit.
Make this one a double.
She's wearing it.
Okay. Let's get started.
Yes. Another freaking amazing episode. There was some really awesome shit in this episode. Let's start with Oscar, the Compost King, aka the reincarnation of Professor Ozpin. Some people were calling that before. I wasn't thinking of it until I saw it, but holy crap. Maybe Ozpin is the wizard that I've been thinking of, but he reincarnates into the mind of the next wizard. Kind of like the Avatar, or anyone who watches DBZA, the Piccolo, whenever, because he's fused with Nail and Kami, he has their voices in his head. So maybe it's kind of like that, where he now has the, or Avatar, where the past lives of the wizard are accessible to whoever the reincarnation of the wizard is at that moment in time. Maybe. I also just thought about something with Raven. Raven is trying to figure out if Salem has the relic. So maybe it's Raven that Salem was referring to in the last episode when she's like, what are you planning? Maybe it's Raven she's thinking about. Because we know that there are at least now 3 different factions in terms of the adults. We have Salem's crew, we have Ozpin's crew, and now we have Raven's crew, which Raven is a third-party outsider who has her own tribe. And let's talk about the tribe. Qrow left the tribe. They both have red eyes. Everyone of Raven's tribe has red eyes, including Yang when she powers up her semblance. So there's something there, something about red. There's something to deal with red and then the Grimm, because the Grimm have the red, and there's we had that little thing with the red on Adam and all of his clothing and his Grimm mask. There's something there. There's something there that's connecting all of them. Maybe Salem and Raven are the winter and summer maidens, and that's why we're looking for the spring maiden, because why were we going from the fall maiden to the spring maiden and not looking for the winter maiden? What is going on there, and why is that the case? The other part of the village that they're part of, that they broke off of, or at least Qrow broke out of, is, it sounds like Xi'an village. I'm pretty sure that's the same village that Ren and Nora came from. I think it's been referenced that that's where their hometown is. And if so, that means that Raven's people killed Nora and Ren's parents, meaning that they're in the same team as the stepdaughter of their mortal enemy. That's interesting. That's going to be fun to play and see how that works when that is revealed, of who is who and what side is on what. Really, again, forming a triangle of points. We have, our good guys on one side, we have our bad guys, and then we have our outliers. And our outlier is Raven, her crew, and what they are, along with, I would say there are some other people that might be wild cards later on that are now villains. For instance, Emerald and Mercury, as well as, who else would I say is a little bit of a turncoat? Well, I'd say those two at least maybe wild cards later on, and maybe even Cinder, because it seems like there's something there between Salem and Cinder, and it might feel like Cinder may break away from that at some point. Not sure. So it was really cool. I'm liking that. And then let's go to the major point of this episode, which was Yang. And that, I said it before in my reaction, but this is the most authentic and real and heart-wrenching way to deal with loss and post-traumatic stress, and just coming out from that type of depression and just dealing with it, and the way that Yang has been so down in herself, and then showing when you have moments where you have people reminiscing and laughing and having smile and joy with the professors and Ty, and them reliving those memories of their first time at Beacon and Qrow with Skirt. That was the first time I've seen Yang smile in so long, and her eyes went from the dull purple that we've seen the last few episodes to her normal vibrant purple, stating that she feels alive in that moment and that she's engaged. So I thought that was so genuine and honest. And really, just the whole aspect of family is so strong in this episode, in that scene where we get to see all of the emotions and changes that's happened between Ty and Yang, and how Yang's feeling, and all of that. So cool how they did that, going from her listening and feeling joy by being part of the storytelling and getting to hear different things about people that she has different opinions on, and getting to hear other sides of that, to dealing with the fact that she doesn't have an arm and how that relationship with her father affects that. And I thought that was really it was really telling to show that Ty was able to make a joke out of Yang's loss, and then for Yang to not break down, but to actually embrace that joke and to laugh about it. I thought that was so brilliant. Such a real telling about how life is, and how we never know how we're going to react to things. That was really just brilliantly done. And the reaction from the professors, I thought that was my reaction. I was like, oh my God, he didn't just do that. But then to show that it's okay and you can do that, to then going into the real conversation about why she's not wearing the arm, about how she's really feeling, and for her to be strong in her kind of thought process without breaking down, without being afraid and scared. I thought that was just so beautifully done. Just fantastic. So I'm going to end it there. I think I've talked enough about it. Really a genuinely awesome episode. So like, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know what you guys thought of my reaction, my review. And as always, Jedi Otaku out.